It's official. Ester Dean, known for her work as a hit songwriter and Grammy-nominated artist, has come forward with a public apology that's sending shockwaves through the music world. Why? Well, she just admitted to a mistake involving none other than the Queen Bey herself, Beyoncé. And no, it wasn't some small slip-up. We're talking about a serious moment of reflection where Ester Dean came clean about her role in a childish diss aimed at Beyoncé on a remix track with Keri Hilson. Now, if you're scratching your head thinking, wait, what happened? Then buckle up. Let's dive into the drama, what Ester said, and why this apology is making headlines all over the globe. While Ester Dean's apology has certainly gained attention, it's also a great example of how the music industry itself is constantly evolving. The entertainment world, especially one that thrives on constant headlines and public rivalries, often gives little room for personal reflection and reconciliation. But in a strange way, music has the unique power to heal. Just think about how music, whether through a song or a public statement, can help restore peace between artists and their fans. Ester's apology doesn't just show her growth as a person, it also highlights the role of art in helping to repair and mend relationships. In many ways, artists are also healers. Using their platform to convey more than just music, they deliver messages of hope, remorse, and even redemption. In the grand scheme of things, this apology isn't just a publicity move, it's a powerful gesture in an industry where forgiveness can often seem rare. The act of reconciling publicly is one that might encourage others to follow suit, perhaps setting the tone for more understanding and less vitriol in future feuds. In an age where social media can amplify anything from a snide comment to a heartfelt apology, Ester's act of addressing her past publicly also calls attention to the rise of apology culture. We live in a world where celebrities are constantly under the microscope, and every word, tweet, or Instagram post is dissected. In this environment, it's easy for misunderstandings to grow into full-blown controversies. But Ester Dean's apology comes at a time when the idea of a genuine apology is increasingly valued. The fans of Beyoncé, Keri Hilson, and even Ester herself will likely appreciate the honesty and transparency she's shown. Apologies have become a social currency on the internet, but the way Ester handled hers shows that some apologies can be both humbling and transformative. In an age when public figures might dodge responsibility or hide behind vague statements, Ester's direct, clear, and heartfelt approach is a breath of fresh air. It serves as a reminder that authenticity still matters in a world that sometimes seems more interested in drama than in resolution. It's easy to look at this situation and think, okay, Ester Dean apologized, and now everything is okay. But the question remains, can the industry evolve? The music industry has long been plagued with beefs, controversies, and rivalries, often more so than other entertainment sectors. It's become somewhat of a cultural norm for artists to have public fallouts and for fans to pick sides. But Ester's apology is a small step in what could be a larger shift in how artists handle conflict and competition. Perhaps we're beginning to see a future where collaboration is valued more than rivalry, and personal growth is celebrated rather than ignored. As social consciousness continues to rise, it's possible that the days of petty diss tracks and feuds will slowly fade into the background, replaced by messages of empowerment, mutual respect, and solidarity. Ester Dean's apology, though seemingly minor in the grand scheme of things, might be a harbinger of change in an industry that could really use a more mature, constructive approach to dealing with tension and competition. Ultimately, Ester Dean's apology speaks to something far more profound than just an artist saying sorry. It's a lesson in humility, growth, and personal responsibility. In the fast-paced world of music, where everything seems to move at lightning speed and the spotlight is often fleeting, it takes an incredible amount of strength to look back and recognize past mistakes, especially when they involve someone as iconic as Beyoncé. And while this apology may seem long overdue to some, it serves as a reminder that nobody's perfect, and even the most successful artists have their moments of regret. For Ester, this apology is a chance to clear the air, reclaim her narrative, and show her fans and the world that she's more than just a hitmaker. She's a person who is constantly evolving. We can only hope that this moment of self-reflection will lead to more understanding in the industry, where artists learn to rise above the drama and build bridges rather than burning them. So as this chapter closes, let's remember that it's never too late to make things right, and that the journey of growth, both personally and professionally, is ongoing for us all. There you have it, folks. Ester Dean's apology for the long-standing diss aimed at Beyoncé is not just an admission of guilt, it's a powerful moment of self-awareness and growth. In an industry often marred by drama, Ester's willingness to own up to her part in the past shows that true maturity isn't just about success, it's about learning from mistakes and moving forward with integrity. As we continue to watch these powerful women of the music world, we're reminded that music is more than just notes. It's about the stories behind the songs, the redemption arcs, and the ability to show the world that we can all do better. Who knows what's next for Ester, Keri, and Beyoncé, but one thing's for sure, this story isn't over yet. To really understand why Ester Dean's apology matters, let's rewind to a time when this whole controversy kicked off, back in 2009. It was the height of Keri Hilson's career, and she released a remix of her hit song Turnin Me On. Now, as you may know, this remix featured Keri Hilson, alongside Lil Wayne and, of course, Ester Dean. At the time, the remix gained a lot of attention, but it wasn't just for its beats or catchy hook. It was for the unsettling lyric aimed directly at Beyoncé. The line went something like this: "Your dude, he loves me, but he wants you too." Now, this line, which many people took as a diss towards Beyoncé, didn't sit well with fans. It was clear to most listeners that it wasn't just an innocent lyric, but a direct jab at a pop culture queen. Of course, the controversy didn't end there, and over the years, the track has continued to resurface whenever the topic of Beyoncé versus Keri Hilson gets brought up. And while Keri Hilson has long since apologized, Ester Dean's involvement remained more ambiguous, until now. Ester's courage to publicly admit her role in the Keri Hilson remix drama shows that there's always room for reflection in an industry that can sometimes be all about competition and controversy. So, next time you see a headline about an old feud, remember, it's never too late to own your mistakes and make things right. Until next time, keep it real, keep it classy, and remember, a good apology can heal more than just relationships. It can change lives.